Lions TV, the first pre-season game is over. It finishes at Crystal Palace's training ground, Copers Cope Road. Crystal Palace 1, Millwall 0. There is definitely positives to take, and I'm one of the worst for going, oh, that second half was shit. But it is all about minutes. It is all about air in the lungs, and it is all about fitness at this early stage of the season. The results don't matter, and as long as we get players on the pitch and through games, then that's a positive. No one got injured today. The second half, you saw Jaff and Ivanovic both play, which is another positive. Of course, with the speculation around them leaving the club. Other than that, the first half performance, I thought particularly was really encouraging. I thought we looked strong. Ben Drake's given himself a massive case to be amongst it. He's a youngster we got, by the way, from Sheffield United a while back. He came out there, U-team, or the 21s, whatever it was. We paid a bit of money for him, I believe. And he did well last year in the 21s, but he definitely didn't look out of place. I thought he looked really, really strong in defence and coming forward. I thought the back line looked really strong in general in the first half, which in turn gave the new goalkeeper, Max Crocombe, absolutely nothing to do. Crystal Palace didn't have one shot other than a spectacular acrobatic effort that went over the bar. Yeah, Drake had SA in his pocket, didn't get a kick SA, but look, I think for both sides, and both managers will say, go out there, just get through it, give it 70%, don't go mad. But I thought the first half had a decent tempo to it. Casper De Norre was sensational. Every pass he hit was absolutely divine, I'm going to say. Really good passing range. Everything he hit found his target. It's some really difficult passes in there. And the other two I felt that stood out in the first half, three, was Coburn. Good running, leading the line on his own. And then behind him, Macaulay Langstaff and also Idemo Amaku. Amaku, still a bit of a nearly man, but I thought I liked his energy and his involvement in the game. And everything we did seemed to be going through those five sort of on this left-hand side of the pitch. Langstaff, again, I thought we done really well. It was like a 4-5-1 first half with Langstaff sort of in behind Coburn. And I thought we did the role really well, but he did have the one opportunity where he gets a ball, he takes it in his path. It was actually a miscue from a Palace defender. He does really well with his first touch, to sort of touch and turn in one motion. Then the two defenders are right there. He checks back, loses both them, opens up his body, and then, the bit he should be good at, which is, he scored a lot of goals across a lot of divisions, is finding the target, but he opens up his body, leans back a bit much, and curls one over the bar. So I would have hoped that him and Amaku, they were both clearly suffering from a confidence crisis at the back end of the last season. I hope they would have shook that off at the start of this season, but they didn't, and that was well wide. Other than that, Casper De Norre had a shot from range that stung the palms of the goalkeeper, but that was about it. But I felt we was on it in the first half. Thought we kept the ball nice, played some nice football, passed it through the lines as well, just didn't look to get out wide and get it in the box. And I thought it was a really, really strong performance. The second half, as I said, Jaff come on, the big Serb come on, and Sheldon Kendall went up front, and we went to a 4-4-2. And I was hoping for bigger and better things, or I was expecting for us to press on from our first half performance. Let's just say it's good that everyone got through unscathed again, and it's good that we got minutes in the tank. Absolutely nothing happened in the first half. We didn't have any rhythm. We couldn't get our passing going. There was no intensity. There was no ideas linking up together. I'm trying to struggle for the term. They were not on the same page, any of them. Balls going astray, and the goal comes, ball through the middle. They broke our lines far too easy in between the centre-backs and Joe Bryan. The guy that took it in his stride looked miles offside, and he passes it past George Evans for a 1-0 win. Other than that, Jaff gave one away. That should have been punished by Palace, but it wasn't. But it was a whole lot of nothing in the second half. But as I said, I will say it one more time, they got through the game unscathed. So we saw there was no Mitchell, there was no Nedgley, there was no Lovelace, there was no Aziz. There was more, there was a couple more, I can't remember off the top of my head. Nisbet is one. I'm hoping that, their levels of fitness might not be near other players at the minute, and that's why they haven't played, or sheer numbers, I don't know. But yeah, look, we got through it, we're back, it's good to be back. We lose 1-0 to Palace, we fielded a very strong side in the first half, and I would say, I don't think it's really up for debate. I would say my argument is we was better in the first half. I think we was clearly the better side in the first half, other than the opening 4 or 5 minutes. But it ends at Copers Cope Road in the first pre-season friendly. Crystal Palace 1, Millwall 0, and the players will now rest tomorrow and more than likely fly to Spain Monday. We're back for more live streams for those ones. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.